Okay, let's have a look at Rachel's dip. So Rach grabbed me in the gym the other day and said, Mas, can you just come have a look at this? I seem to be struggling with the bottom range of my dip. I'm dipping into a funky position where I'm getting some internal rotation. I know that's not ideal, so I'm limiting my range, but it still doesn't feel quite right. So we had a look at it. My mind went straight to the pattern, the horizontal push pattern, where we're looking to lead the position with the shoulders. However, as we can see here, what Rach was doing was leading with elbow back first, so there's something going on. We also noticed that in the setup of the movement, we're getting some scap elevation when we should be looking for scap depression. So there's a lack of strength there from the start. So in order to get back to this position, to facilitate this pattern, where do we go? What do we need to do with Rachel's dip in order to get back to this point and then be better? We take away intensity, in which case in gymnastics, the load is the body. So it's difficult. How do we do that? So I was thinking, how do I reduce the load through the same pattern? How do we do that? We just took it to the floor. So you can see Kaz here and actually get a video of Rachel to start with, but what I'm trying to get Kaz to do, which he was having the same problem, is to initiate the movement with shoulders forward, keeping elbows then stacked above the wrists. So it's a shoulder driven movement, not an elbow driven movement. Elbow driven movement will lead into complications as we do more volume. We jammed on the whole thing. We talked through the patterns, we talked through what the ideal would look like. We talked about how we would load this thing and how it should feel, how we need solid control through the core in order to facilitate not only this pattern, but everything that progresses on from it. Rach then dived back into it. As you can see, a better as far as the shoulder is concerned, but still just needs a little bit of work to do as far as managing that hollow, but it's better already. We're getting shoulders forward and we're getting a vertical forearm. There's still some, as we can see in this finished article, there's still some work that needs to be done through her strength. We used as well the deficit here to enable Rach to get into that extended range position, which you'll find at the bottom of the dip. So we end up with a much better start position, as we can see here, which then leads into a much better finish position with control through full range, which will lead nicely into the dip further down the line.